Okay, let's get started. Now we are discuss about the Poetics by Aristotle, chapter 7, the plot, its proper construction. Having thus distinguished the part, let us now consider the proper construction of the plot, as that is at once the first and the most important thing in tragedy. We have laid it down that a tragedy is an imitations of an action that is complete and whole of the same magnitude. For a whole may be of no magnitude to speak of. Now a whole is that which has beginning, middle, and an end. A beginning is that which is not casually necessarily after anything else and which has naturally something else after it. An end is that which follows naturally after something itself, either as it's necessarily or because it is consequent and with nothing else after it. A well constructed plot, the primary principle in drama. A number of terms used by Aristotle in this chapter have been the issue of controversy among critics. The most prominent of them is the term catharsis. Critics have also interpreted various the term serious and magnitude. Aristotle's view on the importance of plot has also been the basis of hot debate. Incidentally, the word thought in Greek implies all that is expressed by the use of word. The construction of plot, the necessity of the action being a whole. The first requirement of the idea construction of plot is that the action sought to be represented should be a whole. It should not merely be a collection of incident or episodes. The whole is that such as beginning, middle, and end. Aristotle explains that the beginning doesn't not after something else as a consequences, but it's casually related to what comes after it. It doesn't, however, means that the tragedy should begin from the beginning. It would be more effective if the tragic actions were to begin later in the career of hero. But the beginning should be self explanatory. It shouldn't not the knowledge of any earlier circumstances to understand the story. Neither should it be. Therefore, cannot either begin or end at any random point. Beginning and end in it must conform to the principles just described again to be beautiful, a living creature, or any other whole made up of parts must not only present or certain order in its argument of parts, but also be of a certain definite magnitude. Beauty is a matter of size and order, and therefore impossible either in a very minute created creature, since our perceptions becomes indistinct as it approach instantly or in a creature of vast size, once a 100 mile long as in the case. Instead of object being seen all at once, the unity and wholeness of its lost or to the beholder just in the same way. Then, as a beautiful whole made up of part or a beautiful living creature must be of some size, a size to be taken in by the eye. So, story or plot must be of some length, but of a length to be taken in by the memory. As for the limit of its length, so far as that is relative, the public performance and spectators, it doesn't fall within the theory of poetry. If they had to perform 100 tragedies, they would by Tim by water clocks, as they are said to have been at once period. The limit, however, set by the actual nature of being of the thing in this. The longer the story consistently, the with it being comprehensible as whole, the fear it is by reason of its magnitude. As a rough general formal a length which allows the hero pass through a series of probable or necessity stage from misfortune to happen or from happiness to misfortune may suffix as a limit for the magnitude of the story. The plot, it is unity. The unity of plot doesn't consist at some suppose in it having some man as subject. An infinity of things befall that one manner, therefore unmet, some of which it's impossible to reduce to unity, and in like manners there are many actions of one man which cannot be made to from one action. That nature as to like as us as why and how middle must follow naturally on the beginning and naturally lead to the end or catastrophe. The end is casually related to something that went before it but has nothing coming after it. The magnitude of the plot comparison with living organism. Plot should be of a certain magnitude because beauty depends on magnitude and order. Aristotle suggests the golden means as regard the magnitude should be neither too small nor too large. It shouldn't be so large that one forget the beginning before one reaches the end. Neither should it be so small that its beauty cannot be appreciated. On the other hand, if it were too long, we would not be able to get a clear impression of the whole. Unless it is a suitable length, one cannot appreciate the orderly arguments of the part of the whole. The length should be such that it can easily be retained by the memory. It must be long enough to allow a sequence of events within the limit of probability and necessity. Such can bring about the change of fortune. Aristotle compares the plot of a tragedy to a living creature or an animal. This is magnificent. His concept of tragedy is that of an organic unity, something already performed by plot. Gaining unity implies a symmetrical and proportionate relationship between the part and the whole. Thus, the insists that a plot shouldn't consist of episode or incident which cannot show a proper relation to the whole. The organic must also be of a certain defined magnitude or size. Beauty is a matter of size and order, and therefore not possible in a creature either of 2 minute or size or of too vast a size. Thus, it is that the plot should be of certain length, a length that can be encompassed by memory. The plot is the very skeleton of the action, and hence its great importance. Okay, do like, shares, and subscribe. Thank you.